Okay, long story short, I just got a Kenny the Ripper commission from Attack on Titan, but the main problem is that I only have 3 days to ship it out. So first thing on my task list for today is to clean up my workbench. Now on top of all of that, I don't want to fall behind on Etsy orders either. I have a couple Christmas ornaments online right now, and I want to make sure that I can fulfill all of these orders while also finishing this commission, so we'll see how that goes. I normally don't document stuff like this, and because of that, I feel like a lot of my research and development gets lost when I design cosplays. So hopefully this format will be informative and show you what it's like to be a full-time Etsy shop owner and cosplay maker. There's nothing quite like getting your desk nice and clean just to get it dirty again, right? Okay, so game plan right now is to hopefully assemble everything that I have behind me and then have enough of the harness done to hopefully put on the mannequin. After that, I think I'll be in a bit of a standstill, so once we hit that point, I think I'll rotate to producing that Christmas ornament idea that I was telling you guys about, right? Okay, so let's get to it. All of the files for these 3D prints were designed by me. I was originally commissioned just to make the 3D model, but there was a last minute change. And I'm using Fusion 360. It took me approximately about a month to create all the 3D files, including the mechanical components and moving parts. So we just hit our first roadblock of the commission, unfortunately. This main component here connects to pretty much the whole ODM gear, and it seems like I printed it at the wrong temperature because it is very rough. Either that or one of my printers is under extruding, so I'm gonna have to go check that out. What I'll do is I'll attach it to the back plate anyways, because I need to start building the harness, and if I don't start now, I'm going to be very pressed for time later on. So what I'll do is I'll reprint it and then probably partially disassemble it later to add this main component. It's going to take about 7 hours or so, and at least I can get started for now. So the chest piece just finished printing. At the moment, I have it attached with zip ties, since on the inside I have some connectors to temporarily put it together, and then as well as some nylon webbing anchor points so that I can attach this to the harness. Okay, so I'm still kind of in prototyping mode. I have one part of the harness partially assembled, and I'm using the same system as my upper ODM gear and lower ODM gear from the Attack on Titan Season 4 cosplay, where I use this hexagon splitter to mostly connect all of the harness system together. And one of the things that I've learned from designing harnesses is to always figure out how you're going to take it on and off first before you focus on the accessories. The game plan at the moment is to add a buckle back here somewhere and then add the other buckle down here. And then that way I can undo both of these buckles and then just kind of swing this out and I can get into the harness. So we're now over at the laser cutter station, and let me take them out of the build plate here for you. So here's a Tanjiro that we saw earlier, and then here's the Inosuke and Zenitsu ornaments. They're gingerbread men, and I'm cutting them out of birch plywood. If anyone's curious, I'm using the X-Tool D1 20 watt. I've always wanted a laser cutter, and this year I decided just to save up and go for it, since I had a lot of ideas for the laser cut ornaments. So far I have about 6 or 7 different designs up on my Etsy shop, and then hopefully I'll design one during this vlog / day in the life video that I'm making. But for now, I'm going to load up another plywood and cut out 3 more ornaments, and I'll get some B-roll of that as well. We are just jumping all over the place today, but I just realized I don't have a shoulder strap, so here's what I'm trying to replicate. I also need a slot to connect the shoulder, so that's why I have this nylon webbing cut out. My idea is to use a heat gun to bend the print along these thinner sections to give me more control over the shape. So let's print this out and see how the prototype turns out. It is currently 2:28 a.m. So what we did today is we shipped out some ornaments, we worked on the Kenny the Ripper commission, we prototyped the harness, we 3D printed some parts, and then we also did a bit of AutoCAD. I didn't get to complete that ornament design I had in mind, but hopefully tomorrow I can finish it and then list it on Etsy as well. For now, what I need to do is pack some ornaments, which I need to ship out by tomorrow, which I'm very thankful for, and hopefully we can wrap that up before it gets too late. It's early Tuesday morning. The part that I needed to reprint is done. And the difference is night and day. Not only does it look better, it's going to be much stronger too. Time to rebuild this component and add it to the mannequin. Okay, so I finally have some parts on the mannequin now. I have the chest piece on here. I'm printing the other shoulder strap in the right color, but I do have this one on there for now. And then over on the back, we have the top propulsor, part of the ODM gear. I need to adjust it, but for now, I finally have things coming together, and that's relieving to say the least. So yeah, that happened. It is what it is. I was dropping off some packages at the post office, and unfortunately, I got into a bit of a fender bender. Thankfully, I'm okay, and in the scope of things, it was pretty minor. Unfortunately, I can't drive my car anymore though because the wheel is bent inwards until I get that fixed. Realistically, I procrastinated a lot after I got back because motivation was pretty low. But I did manage to finish some things. I mostly completed the upper ODM gear, and at this point, I really need to start putting stuff together because tomorrow's Wednesday and I need to ship it out by tomorrow. So we really got to start speeding through things while also keeping quality up because that's very important to me. So yeah, let's just get back into it. Okay, status update before I go to sleep. So the Kenny the Ripper commission is almost done. I have the upper ODM gear on there, the components for the arm, and then most of the strapping is here, but I still need to trim it and adjust it before I ship it out. For tomorrow, what I need to finish doing is assemble the second grapple gun. I have one of them right here, and it is working. You can eject the barrels and then reload them, and then it'll hold it in place. So I'll probably show you guys a little bit more about this tomorrow since I'm super tired for today. It is about 4 in the morning, and yeah, I feel pretty good about this though. I think I can wrap it up tomorrow, ship it out, and then we can work on other stuff. So pretty excited, and good night for now. It's deadline day today, and so far what I've been working on this morning is cleaning up all the straps, tightening all the nylon webbing, and I also 3D modeled a new version of the shoulder strap. It's currently printing out, so that'll be done soon. With this version, the problem is that the shoulder assembly is sagging too much. So what I want to do is connect this shoulder strap to this one, and that should hopefully improve things. It's still pretty early in the morning, so I still have time to make those adjustments. I just gotta finish assembling some stuff and then we'll wrap this up. Real quick, I wanted to talk about the inner components of the grapple gun that I showed you guys yesterday. So here we have a lever being pulled back by the trigger, and then we have a spring up here in the front, and then a spring on the back to return the trigger to the original position. And then the last crucial component is this platform. When I pull the trigger back, this barrel platform can shoot forward and eject the barrel. So that's how the mechanism works. And here it is all put together. So pull the trigger back and it releases the barrel. And then push the barrel against the platform. And then it locks in place. My favorite part of the grapple gun build are the side panels. You can slide them into place here, and then there's 2 spots for M3 nuts, and then you can use an M3 screw to secure it in place. Alright, here it is all put together right on time. I've completed the commission. So this last minute change I made by connecting both of the shoulder straps was very crucial. everything's a lot more solid, and the shoulder armor itself is very robust since it can't sag because this holds it together. So I'm pretty glad that I made that. It's been a few days now and the package has been safely delivered to its destination. I'm pretty happy with how the project turned out, considering the amount of time I had to work with. Also, here's an update on the ornament. It's a miniature gaming keyboard with a Santa hat. I think it turned out pretty cute. I also made this gaming headset to go along with the keyboard. I was planning on offering different color combinations to match any kind of setup and theme that you might have. I know I didn't get any footage of designing the ornaments, but if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments and I can make a follow-up video about the design process, and I'll share some tips and tricks along the way too. If you feel like I did a good job with this video, please like and subscribe. It always encourages me a ton, and I feel like this is a bit of a return to form for me from my usual hour-long tutorials. I have a ton of ideas for my next projects, including maybe a functional chainsaw man head. I could document my process from designing it up to printing out the prototype. In any case, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.